welcome to Tuesday. I am not actually this festive, but it's just a last minute crown to help me draw on the energies that I need for today. Thank you for hanging out. This is I guess it's kind of behind the camera. It's to the side of the camera. We're looking at what is usually to my right. So when I gesture over at the pile of new decks that I've been talking about, those are right here. And I usually sit right over there. Yes, double girl, as Max would say. Um, it's like I said, it's to get me feeling like this because I was feeling a little angry, a little frustrated, a little glitchy, as I say. Oh, and I just need to play with my hair and admire my horns for a minute while everyone comes in. Thank you all for hanging out, as I've already said, but just wanted to, I'm grounding right now as you are here. And I didn't really have a plan. You'll see that it says Casual Tuesday. That's because Friday um, I will not have the free time that I usually do, all for good reason. So we're doing Casual Tuesday. Yeah, and it's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time. This is maybe going to be a mix of filling up these shelves because I just brought this up from downstairs earlier. I dusted it off before I brought it in here. And it might be like a Lenormand shelf slash new decks that are over here. So I don't know what we're going to do right now. I'm just scattered. I might show you this haul of stuff that seems to kind of make sense. Like the maternity leave haul part 2, which is kind of a lot because remember, it's also the trauma haul. Sip, sip. I'm on to water now. I see the rest of you clinking, and that's lovely. Let's take a sip. Take a sip for those Midwest allergies. So the deal is I'm kind of figuring out the plan as we go here, but I think it would make sense to show you all these things I have over here. It might involve like slicing some open because some of them are still wrapped. I like to have a rainy day pile sitting over here. And I certainly have quite the stash going on, and today's just going to be that day, I think. Mendy, amazing. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. She says popping in to see all of you lovely people. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on. The Lenormand cube is currently in the center of my 9 cubes over here. We might move that today because that's what I kept thinking the shelf was going to be. Also, these like fabric cubes up here that used to be in the cube shelving, those aren't supposed to be up here. I just put them up here to like block some more of the light. So if it falls on my head, like don't be alarmed. I didn't test this out. But anyway, let's just kind of dig in and open some decks because I need the boost. Something terrible today. Okay, let's go back and say hi. I've babbled enough, have I not? Jamie says, oh, happiness is Deanne, a cup of coffee, some smiles, and some chat. Yes, so I was chatting with Jamie earlier, and I was planning to come on either today or tomorrow or both, and I'm doing this now partially thanks to Jamie. So yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I have some to-do list items to take care of today, and I saw Regina being really productive. We'll get to that comment here in a moment. Hopefully this charges me up to be able to do that. Gerald says, I have coffee too. Cheers to all of you. Clink go our cups. Jane says, look at you. Yeah, again, it's just kind of, it's a fake. I wasn't feeling this fun and festive as I mentioned. It's to get me into that space to make me feel better. Yes, double girl. Clink clink, says Gerald. So we're having kind of a little Tuesday party here. Debbie, hello. Yesterday, some of you will remember that last Wednesday, I think it was on last Monday and Monday was really great. And I was online and everything was awesome. And then after I ended my live on Monday, I had to deal with a phone call that was just rocked me. And then it was just shitty after that. And then a very similar kind of phone call that has to do with this whole big long thing that I've been struggling with since May. That happened yesterday afternoon, right after I fucking got offline and ruined my day. And I had chest pains from like mid-afternoon all the way through this morning. Like I slept in this morning for the first time since mid-June, and because like I was still having chest pains, and it's just a struggle. And I'm mad that I keep having these amazing tarot connections and being online and getting myself in a really good fucking mood. And then something with this whole thing I've been dealing with happens and just ruins everything. Okay? That's what it is. I just got to say it and get it out. So I think that's it. That's all the complaining I have to do. Hi, Debbie. I think I saw her say that she's having kind of a glitchy, frustrating, angry time too. So I feel you. Let's take a breath together. Hello, Robin. The best part of my day yesterday was being live with Robin on Toadstool Tarot channel with Robin and Jane, and we had an amazing time, and I loved it so very much. And I hope you all will watch the playback if you weren't able to join us yesterday. We were talking about how to use Robin's Toadstool Tarot deck and other decks that might be different, or decks that you want to take apart and make into your own kind of thing. It just was about like unique decks and spreads and things like that. It was about a lot of things because that's what happens. Maria is here. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. MA, hello. Happy Tuesday. Regina says, hello. I have fancy coffee from Starbucks today from the grocery store kiosk. I went out and did things this morning. Very proud of myself. I am also very proud of you. That's amazing. I hope to snowball that energy into, as my elbow cracks, it happens all the time, it's fine. When we're done here, then I go out into the great big world and do some things. Isabel is here, afternoon all, well, morning to a lot of you, she says. Jamie says hello to everyone. Donna says hello. Gerald says, wow, Regina, your productivity scares me. And here's Debbie. Yes. Dee is here. Hello. Thank you for being here with us on this lovely Tuesday. Emma saying hello. Mendy again. I know I made a big deal about Mendy coming in earlier, but we have to do that. Currently, but is the water onto you, baby? Oh, yes, I'm on to water now. Currently sitting with the docs waiting for my infusion appointment. Was at 10, still not hooked up yet. Ugh, it's just no fun. Jen of many names is here. Hello, happy Tuesday. Oh, chat jump. What on earth? Hold on. There we go. Clickety click. Forgive you your horrible support of that cat. Okay, I'm not going to get too in the weeds on the comments because I'm already way distracted. Jane has coffee now. She's off the sleepy time tea and on to coffee. I was hanging out, in chat with Gerald and Jane during Tuesdays with Tarot Stash this morning. Debbie says, I thought I'd miss this live driving home. Right, because of your original appointment time. But looks like I will be a captive audience. Thanks. Oh, that's at least good, right? Okay. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Thank you, thank you. Whoa, Mendy says, I'm going to shock you all right now. Yesterday, I unloaded over 100 decks. Okay, I'm about to show a bunch of decks for the first time in a very long time. So opposite, but thanks, MA. And I swear, if I could just tell you all here in this space, I would, and you would understand every little thing I'm bitching about. You really would. Isabel says, I've been exhausted with a really busy time and depression bad too. Oh, I'm sorry. I rarely lie in, and last Saturday I slept till 11 a.m. Unheard of, was still shattered though afterwards. I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am. Jamie says, go Mendy, feel lighter, so much lighter. That is amazing. Henry. Mendy's saying to Debbie they should I have to switch because my hip's falling asleep because I'm not on my pillows because I'm over here in this weird space. Anyway, Mendy is saying to Debbie they should coordinate their infusions. Oh, okay. Tony's here. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, okay. All right, kids. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of be up and around doing this because again, I can't sit on the floor this long. So it'll be a lot of like camera shifting and things like that, but it's okay. It's what we're doing today. We are just going through some things. Damn. Okay. That's about life stuff, not looking at these decks. Sandra's here. Hello. We are hanging out to the right of where I usually sit. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna kind of separate which ones are like brand new, like sealed. Oh, there's a lot. Are you ready? Isabel said, let's see those decks. If you want other content, please watch back the last few lives. Okay, we've been doing lots of good stuff. Okay. That is good. Okay, my leg is actually falling asleep. I mean, it was before, but now it's going down my leg. So many problems. You're just going to have to deal with us. Okay. All right. So we have, I might have to switch over to the pillows and then come over here. God, that's annoying. Can I bring these over? Hold on. Or at least just one. This is like a really fancy pillow that was terrible for my neck. And I spent a lot of money on it. So now let's see if I can sit here and this will be better. Okay. Let's just see. Okay. Hold on. I'm moving the camera again. I'm going to do it slowly. Jamie says, get your pillows. I know it's a mess in here. God damn. Okay. So some things that we've already seen, but that were not in like the collection videos and are not in those shelves yet. Ananda English edition, which I put in this Prism Tarot by Liz Landis pouch that I got from the Kickstarter because Prism Tarot comes with an awesome box. And then like what usually happens is when something comes with an awesome box and then it also comes with a pouch, it's like, what am I going to do with this? But my Ananda's in there. Amazing, right? So big books like this, I usually keep separate. But for this one, I'm not going to. That's on the bookshelf on the opposite wall, but we're going to keep these together for today. I don't even know. We're just going to see how these fit up here. Kristen's here. Hello. Yeah, I can't be uncomfortable the whole time. Jamie is right. Okay. Then we have, and I just showed that the other day in one of the like mystery VRs, so that's why I'm not opening that one up. I have my Allemans, which I super love. I have not made it like my own. I haven't like curated it yet. I think I took out 9 cards. Did I put them back? God, that smells good. I just want to hold it for a minute. Whoa. So someday we'll do this. We'll go through and like curate like what I want to keep or what I want to split into like 2 decks or whatever. Anyway, that's a good printer. There's my blanks. It's just whatever right now. I have used it, but I keep just putting back the whole thing. So that's helping me. Okay. Everything is going to be okay. Let's put these back. And then like the gilding, like little tinsel magic, just all mixy in there. Oh, so good. It's 2 handfuls. Okay. All right. So this is sort of going to be like my inventory collection video for this area. I haven't put anything in those shelves since doing the collections, which is part of the reason I have such a big stack over here. But again, this is all, it's all new. Do you want to be next to that? No, I don't believe so. Let's do this. Okay, there. Oh, Allemans is so cool. Oh. A room freshener called New Deck Smell. Yeah. I did just say that my deck is 2 handfuls. I did, Tony. Thank you for paying attention on that level. Okay. Still doing okay with this? Sorry. Then what else do we have? We have Boo Tarot, which we went through the other day. I don't think it's in the title, but I found it next to the door, right where I thought it probably was hiding out. Anyway, we looked at this the other day. Tony says going back to work looking, clearly that was more naughty than human viruses. We have, okay, this is The Pulp of Tarot by Sean Simmons. And this was a gift. This was a gift with purchase from Alex. This deck is very, it's not very me. This might be the most not me deck that I have. Why the, okay. It opens on the side. First off, the backs look like this. I have used this deck during this crazy situation that I'm in, because to me it's very like dark and grimy and gritty, and that's what I'm in right now. And let me show you some. So here's a sailboat, which of course I show that. It's okay, hold on. Vela's name is Latin for sails of a ship. The color palette, the depictions, the just the everything it's dark, and it's dark in a different way than what I like dark to be, if that makes sense. Something just shifted over there. Hold on. It's not an animal, right? Okay, everything's fine. So there's a large sharp thing going through someone's nose, so look away if you don't want to see it. Yeah, dark with a hint of creepy. And it's not like, I could say the Somnia is dark, but that's my kind of dark. It still feels like really intriguing to me. And this I'm more like resistant to. That's a good way to say it. There are some dark, quote unquote, dark decks that I feel like I want to walk into. And there are some that feel that I'm just resistant to. And this would be one of them. But, and not gonna lie, it's partially, I mean, I'm hanging on to it because Alex sent it to me. And I do think that I was meant to have it at this time. It helped me shift during this nearly 7-month trauma now. And so the situation I'm dealing with is there are a lot of unknowns. There are a lot of things that are not guaranteed. It's a scary, sad, devastating situation. Oh, nudity alert. I forget about that. Sorry. And this deck helped me answer some questions to shift into a different kind of coping for this situation. So I was very thankful to have it. And again, Alex sent me this when I bought the Ananda Tarot English from him. And I used it shortly after receiving it. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to kind of dive in. And it really helped me get unstuck. Okay. Here, I'll show you the Fool, and then we will go on. So yeah. Thank you, Sandra. Jane is digging this deck. Sandra has Somnia, and she does like it. Yeah, I would peg that as a Sandra type deck. Hayworth tarot vibes. That I do not have the Hayworth, but I'm familiar with it, and that I would agree. I did see the 444 this morning, Jane, before I hopped on to see you, and I had a little energy moment about that. Sip, sip, everyone. Yes, it really did. So I would say that I have this sort of like as a collector type thing, which is funny because I don't think about my decks like that. Like I use everything, but now, I mean, I have used it and I can see where it fits in, and that that I would use it for other things, and not just when I'm in a really deep dark place. Because now that I did that, it kind of like broke through and it feels like a more normal deck to me now in some ways, right? A little bit. So I guess I just want to talk about that, because if you have something like this that you don't use for whatever reason, maybe you don't use it a lot or whatever, once I just did it, then it shifted how I felt about it. So that's my general message for you if you have a deck that you're kind of feeling that way about for any reason. So there's Help of Tarot. Boop. All right. Let's put this Should it go next to the blue tarot? You know what it should do? I feel like it should go over here. And the Alleyman's is a nice buffer for it. That's how I feel. Then we have, now some of these things in this pile I have been using, some I have never used, and I'll try yet because I'm keeping them. It's like my rainy day stash. But some are over here just because they aren't like documented in the inventory yet. Do you want me to do this more? Anyone? So this is one of those that I've been using. I've been using this for a ton of client readings the past probably 3 months. Cosmic Visions. We were talking about this in Tuesdays with Tarot Stash on Jane the Seeker this morning. It's really nice. It's a rose petal deck. It's black and white and rainbows, which I said on Simon's channel was my aesthetic. So I have a lot of aesthetics. But anyway, it's cool. Has some alien vibes in it, which I love. The rainbow aspects of it have really been interesting in readings to kind of, for me to kind of pay attention to where the rainbow is and what the rainbow is doing. That has informed a lot of the readings. Yeah. Shauna, hello. She says, ooh, devilish Deanne. Yes, it's I'm getting more into that mood now. It was a fake to try to get me into a good mood when I hopped on. And it's working. Plus, all of you being here is working and helping me. Thank you. You're helping me immensely. Okay. So Cosmic Visions, one that's been in this little side pile, but that has not been used a lot. I'm going to try to shift a little bit. Okay. Not thinking too much about how these are going up here, except for keeping the pulp of tarot sort of with an edge here. Okay. This is one that's new that I have not used. I did open it and flip through it one day just to get some feel goods. I have not used it yet though. This is the Opal Omen Fortuna Tarot Deck Opal Omen Edition. It doesn't say that anywhere on here, but I think that's what it's called. Oh God, that's better than the Elements. Oh, the book. I was going to mention Jonathan Daly when I was holding Cosmic Visions, and then here he is. Love that I came in during Cosmic Visions Tarot. It's one of my top 10 decks. Yes, it is amazing. So here are the backs to the Opal Omen. Beautiful. The edging is incredible. It just really is. So yes, I did open this one day to get some feel-good energy. King of Elixirs. I love the differently named suits. These are a little bit difficult to see easily because of the light background and the gold. It's like iridescent gold on the card fronts. It's not something that's like super contrasting that you can see, right? Princess of Talismans. I like it for many reasons, but I do just want to point that out if you have difficulty. I have really good eyes, and that's something I thought when I had it out. So just so you know. Just so you know. It is beautiful. It has the like astrological associations up at the top. Mendy says, this is how out of circulation I've been. I don't know about any of these decks. I feel like that when I'm watching other people lately. So, but again, I've been kind of stockpiling these over here waiting. But yeah, this is a really beautiful deck. Excited to use it when I get to that point. I do have the astrology deck that this person has made, Astro Soul, but this is the only one of the like regular tarot decks I have by them. I kind of wish that the front, like the face of the card, had this on it or some of those colors. Like I wish it were like some of them are green, pink, blue. Do you know what I mean? It would give a little more background for me to see better, but it's fine. Like sitting right here looking at it, like I can see fine. A lot better than whatever day I opened it. It was kind of tripping me out. Maybe because it's darker in here. Anyway, there's that. That's not at all how that goes. Let's see here. This would love to go right next to this rainbowy pouch with the Ananda. My back hurts. Okay. It's Casual Tuesday. Thanks for hanging out while I just climb around. Jane says it reminds me of Threads of Fate. It does look very much like that. And I don't have that, but it is a similar style for sure. Sandra, I just sold over 100 yesterday. I will not be buying any decks anytime soon. Sticking with my current collection of used and loved decks for now. Mendy is a super color. If you ever need some motivation if you're in that space, if you're not, that's cool too. But everyone is welcome here. If you have one deck, if you have no decks, it's whatever. Colors, collectors, everyone in between, you're all welcome here. And please feel free to talk about your processes for these things. If you need some inspiration for culling, I'm saying to go check out Mendy's content. It's not there. I'm just kidding. Ask her questions right now. My leg's falling asleep. Sorry. Thanks, Jonathan. I'm a mess. Shauna says, Mendy, how did you sell so many so fast? Great question. See? Come here to get what you want. Get your questions answered, everyone. Maybe I can sit this way for a little bit. Okay. Other things that are over here. So I showed a visual I Ching when we did Mystery VR Curiosity decks the other day. So if you haven't been around, we've done 2 or 3 Mystery VRs since I've been back. And then I add it into the title later. So I put Mystery VR up there. We get some suggestions to add to the suggestions we already have written on a piece of paper. We pull one out, we being me, but I mean, it involves you all. We pull out a piece of paper and then we do that VR. And then after that live stream, I do that VR on the spot. I look up the rules to it and start pulling stuff off the shelves. And then I change the title after so people can find it. But anyway, I don't know why I started talking about this. Oh, yes, I do. I showed visual I Ching for Curiosity decks the other day, which is another thing that I bought from Alex. So many Alex treasures. And the one other I Ching deck that I have is this little one. I don't know what it's called, but this was my grandmother's and she had it like in her dresser drawer, like tucked in next to candy, like how I have on my desk here. We're related. These are the backs. I think she like ordered them in the mail through some advertisement she got about, design your future and here's a special talisman and here's a deck of cards and send us some money if you want a reading. I don't even know what, but do you know what I mean? Something like that. And she did all that kind of shit. So, anyway, this was my first I Ching deck, and I don't think it showed up in any of the collection videos, so I'm showing it here. I've talked about it before, but then it was always like off to the side in this little treasure box, and now I'm putting it with the rest of the cards, and it will probably live with the visual I Ching from Alex in that other little fold-up box that I have. Not a fold-up. It's like a magnetic side closure, like a box that was not for tarot that I put it in. Anyway. Am I saying it wrong? This is my dog head tilt. Is it I Ching or is it pronounced I Ching? I don't know. Tell me. Oh God, the candy's falling. Anyway, there's a deck. I'm gonna set this on the table because I wanted to put it in that other box with the other thing. Hold on. Text that I can't ignore. Okay. Sorry. Trauma shit. I think. I Ching. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was worried all of a sudden. I'm like, damn, is that wrong? Mendy says to Shauna, I sold them to a used bookstore chain. It wasn't the most profitable choice, but I was getting overwhelmed with the prospect of selling them individually. Sometimes I struggle so much of this with clothes, like that I will either take to consignment, which there are no like adult clothing store consignment shops around anymore that are really good, like there used to be around me. And so then I would take some things to like Salvation Army, even though I'm not like super happy with them. I still felt it was like better to just like not throw clothes away. But then it's like I want to write them all up to get the tax write off and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I'm like, I can't fucking write any more clothes on this list. I can't do that anymore. And so then I just take them or like want to throw them away, but I don't. But the point of this is I understand doing a thing that makes less financial sense because you just have to like, you just have to be done with it. So I do understand while I'm not a deck color, I feel that way about clothing most often in my life where I'm like, I'm just going to set this on fire. So I do understand how you feel. Mendy says, I still have tons of decks left, but a much more manageable collection of decks I know I love and will use. That is beautiful. Shauna says, I sold about 20 in 3 weeks. Feels much better. That's awesome. I did go and finish. I said this last week. I had started watching Shauna's, can't remember what it's called now, but where she's going through like Purgatory Box decks or something like that. And so do go check that out. And Shauna, and let us know if you have more to sell. I think the last time I checked the list, there would have still been some remaining that you're wanting to move on. So yeah, everyone check that out. If you are looking to purchase, you could purchase some. You could purchase some from a friend to help them out in more ways than one. Tony E. Ching. Amazing. Hey, Joan, listening from the gym. Thank you so much. Oh, and this was the original English spelling. Okay. Jonathan with the info. Yes, the price of keeping our sanity. Shauna says, yeah, there's still some to go. So there you go, everyone. If you are looking for a little something, it's so dark in here, but I think it's working out fine. Let me know if it's not. Let's have a sip. In a deep breath. And I'm going to shuffle my little circles. I haven't done any circle punches without you. I wanted to during this whole mess when I wasn't allowed on YouTube, but I didn't. I want you to know that I saved it for you. We'll do it at some point. I just need a minute here with this. Okay. Happy little circles. Let's draw one. Oh, we have, I swear, what looks like another sailboat and a little devil guy with a fishing pole and the wind, the cloud, like blowing from above. Yep, that's about right. Okay, that's not working. If I put it right in front of my face, it usually does really well. Okay. Um, Jonathan says I just turned up the brightness on my phone. Sorry. I left the overhead lights off today because they're so bright sometimes. And when I'm sitting where I'm usually sitting, this window, obviously, this is, you can see why I get like all of a sudden the whole screen washes out and then I'm back to normal usually. Y'all, it's fine. Everything's fine. I can turn the lights on though if we need to. It's not a huge deal. Um, okay, just had to check the phone again. So what else do we have? We have something in a bag that I don't even know. Oh wait, more Pulp of Tarot. Oh, I knew there was something extra. This 15 card expansion, okay, except for it's not 15 cards. What the hell? Hold on. 15 card expansion set weaves the Bone Zodiac into the Pulp of Tarot deck, where various cadavers represent the classic star signs and are intended as signifiers for the querent. All cards also feature elements and planetary associations and can also be woven into the basic deck for an extra layer of uncertainty. I love that description. That's like the philosophy of my reading style. Included here are 12 designs plus alternate versions of Taurus, Gemini, and Virgo. What a mess. God, I love this. Okay, but what else am I holding? Because it's not 15 cards. What? Okay, anyway, there's a bunch of stuff. There's like extra suits and things like that, similar to the Alimans, though not quite. Um, okay, Jonathan's helping me. This So maybe there's more expansions in here. And he did tell me when he gave it to me, but you know, Alex had all the expansions for the Pulp of Tarot. And I think they just don't all have, and I've mixed these up, they just don't all have a title card like this one does, explaining what's going on. But anyway, so there's a Scorpio. Add the date together and reduce. It is a legit strength day. Grab a hold of that or more coffee. I love that. Thank you. I'm about to just oh wait, here's more. Okay. Well, this is so fun. World expansion contains 2 jokers for gameplay plus alternate designs to personalize your base deck, 2 secret suits, eggs and tentacles, for which you will write the meaning, and these 10 new cards from the Super Arcana. Okay, so very much like the Alimans, right? It has these extra things, though this is all one creator as opposed to like a curated collection. So it's different in that way. But yes, that's what we're looking at here. There's extra stuff. I'm going to show you a few. No, I'm not, because we already did this. It's overtly sexual and dark and whatever. We already had this conversation. But here's like a soul card. All kinds of extra treasures, as we are finding out. The egg suit. Okay, there are title cards telling me what's going on. Super graphic, sexy, dark, gross. That's what's going on. Okay. So more Pulp of Tarot. Thank you, Alex, for bringing these elements into my life because, as I explained earlier, I did need them. Okay. I'm going to do what Jamie told me. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19 is 10 is 1. Thanks, everyone. Okay. Pulp of Tarot expansion bag. See, I need all of you here to tell me all the things. The numerology, oh God, I hate how that's hanging off. Stop. Jesus. Okay. Let's have some M&Ms. This is what I do. Okay. I am my grandmother's granddaughter. I will play with cards and eat candy. The Synchronicity Oracle. This was a pretty quick buy when I saw it because I knew it would be a thing that I would super love. And I've used it a couple times. Haven't used it a lot yet. But that's kind of because I want to do a walkthrough video showing how I have used it. And I don't know why that kept me, I was saving it. I used it a couple times and then that's kind of why this one's on the side. This is 2% of unused deck wise, but it's fine. That reminds me of the Arcana list cards. I've heard of that and I don't have it in mind right now what it is. Also, don't mind me just eating. I don't know what to tell you. So I saw this Brian at Blushing Nerd Tarot. Is that his name? Quite certain. I saw Brian show this and I saw Brian Simon, as in Simon at the Hermit's Cave. I saw the two of them show this. This is so cool. Okay, so here's the backs. Not crazy about the backs. I'm choking on peanut M&Ms. Hold on. Okay. For how cool this deck is, I don't usually make critiques. I would have done something different for the back. Because what's happening? Is there even a pattern? It's really irking me. Well, if I cared that much, I could reback it. I could do something really cool and put contact paper backing on it, like Veronica Jude or Dawn Michelle, which I don't even know if Dawn Michelle has done that, but she's that type. I bet maybe she has. Just making stuff up now. Gerald says, yes, I bought it when Brian showed it. It's just so up my alley. So here, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, reversible. Right, find the pattern. I really don't want to. Oh, wait, yes, it is reversible. There's the blue triangle. There's a blue triangle. There's black with a blue center and white with a black center. So if you look at them like triangles, black with a blue center, white with a black center, blue with a white center, and then it flips. Yeah. I don't care for this back. I can say that. I don't like it. It should be a lot cooler for what the deck is. Jamie says, oh, Jamie got this as a birthday gift this year. What a good birthday deck. I just really enjoy that. Dawn Michelle has rebacked a deck. Okay. Yes, Kristen. But I want to go back up to Jonathan saying, dark and creepy with extra tarot cards like the Suit of Birds, the Darkness of the Soul card, etc. 110 cards. Ooh, that sounds like... Joan says, I think she rebacked the old Mythic Tarot. Okay. Oh, it's a Star of David. What? Hold on, let me look at that picture. Oh. It is? Why can't I? Hold on. Oh, I see it. Okay, I kind of like it better now, but I wish it had like a border around it or something. Because even though it's even and symmetrical, which I don't even care if things are symmetrical, I feel like it's too much in the middle of not, uh, it's not asymmetrical or symmetrical enough in my brain. But I do see the star now, and that makes me like it better. So thank you for helping me. Okay, do you all see the star now? And then like the border pieces. Anyway, let me read because I'm not doing a good job. Let me read the back of this for you. Okay. Have you ever had days when all the traffic lights turn green for you? I have. The Synchronicity Oracle will enrich your life with meaning, wisdom, and awareness, and more green traffic lights. Well, shit, I should have been using this more. The Oracle stimulates direct dialogue with your unconscious mind through 57 powerful symbols designed to inspire meaningful insights. This guidebook explains how to use the cards, whether you choose to draw just 2 cards for a quick answer or explore a situation in more depth through the classic spread. Turn to the symbol profiles to discover the symbol's meanings and dive even deeper by trying out the reflection and meditation for each symbol. I haven't used this in conjunction with the book yet. As you work with these cards, you'll find that synchronicity comes up more and more in your life. What can synchronicity tell you? Okay, so it has like a really nice, description. It has keywords, symbolism, reflection, and meditation for each symbol. So here's like the lion and the lotus, for example. And the things that you can do, it also has like a key at the back to like tell you where the cards show up in the book. It has some spreads. I should say this, I've looked up some of the meanings of the symbols, but I haven't used it like it's talking about like with the meditation and all of that. And it goes through some examples because of how you can lay out the cards. So it reminds me of Kelly's Journey Oracle, Kelly Fitzgerald at The Truth and Story. It reminds me of the Journey Oracle because of the shape and because of how you can make these different honeycomb spreads and all of that. And the idea here is that you can match up different symbols. Like if you do a big spread, like I like to do, you can see how many times, does the hourglass show up, or where are there any times where the hourglasses on 2 cards touch. We have a candle, a lotus, spread of tarot cards, right? All of these things just kind of thrown on. So it reminded me when seeing it of like casting, when I cast onto cards, right? All these little symbols are scattered around. And you can get a lot out of just 1 card. But as I said, when you put a bunch of them down on the table, then you can see where those patterns show up. Okay, Jamie's got something for us. When you put a bunch down and find the patterns, like we were talking about yesterday in Robin's Live, that's one of the ways I love to read. It's so fun for me. And so that's another reason why I got this. Jamie says, oh, Joan's looking up hip stretches. No problem. So here is honesty for you. I was super excited when I got this, but I get thrown off every time because of the clown heads. It doesn't fit for me, and I don't like his little mocking face. This is like the cat in the Archetypes deck. Did I show you this with like the Pink Floyd prism? Hold on. So it is tricky when there's like a symbol or something that we don't like. Let me find a clown. tree of life, some crashing waves, like all these things. That probably has a proper name. I don't know. And sometimes the symbol is bigger. Oh, I get thrown out of a reading. I got you. Okay. Let me find one. I saw one earlier and I didn't show it because I don't like it. Okay, here's one. I'm not laughing at you. So it has this clown face, right? And I kind of wish, like, maybe if it were like an old school, if it weren't such like a cartoon depiction of it or something. I don't know how to explain it. But it is, I can see how that's a difficulty. Maybe you can take those out, or maybe you can, yeah, take them out. Just get the clown suit out of there. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay. She says, yeah, it just doesn't fit with other symbols for me. Dang, now I'm getting hungry. I forgot about like eating. Let's have more candy. Okay. This goes, okay, well, I don't like how the box, oh, I just scratched my nails on the inside of that. Ugh. Okay. Because I was complaining again. That's fine. You could cover the clowns with stickers. I thought about that. Oh, Donna says that too. I'm back to watching chat. I've been making Chex Mix lurking. A double batch, no less. That sounds amazing. Okay. Let's keep going. Oracle of Echoes, first edition, that I bought from someone in what I affectionately call the scammer group, the group of us that were scammed, and then Jennifer King saved us all, and now we're friends. This was a while ago. Like maybe March, like right after Vela was born. Something like that. I think you can get the second edition still. It has like the aqua and blue backs. Anatorian, of course. I really wanted this for a long time. I got a great deal, etc., etc. Okay. This bag she made. I should post that in the group. I think I told her I was going to post that in the group a long time ago. And I did not, but this came with it. Okay. See, deck I bought from a friend. She wanted to send her daughter to Hawaii for like a graduation gift or something, or just because she was having a hard time gift. I'm like, I want to help out that project. Okay. There's a lot. Carrot cards. These are the cutest. Stephanie Burrows of Oak Ash and Thorn, Smoke Ash and Embers, right? The creator of that deck. She talked about this deck a long time ago, and I looked it up, and I was like, what is she talking about? And it's so cute. It's sort of Lenormand-y, Oracle-ish. The carrot. Did you know that you were missing a carrot card in your life? The many rabbits. I have used this a few times. It is super cute. It gave me good readings. I mean, purposeful readings. It has roots. It's simple. It's symbols based. I'm a sucker. Whatever you want to say. Dew on grass. And there are meanings in the book, and there are a couple different spread or like reading methods that I think does really well to help you with some ideas on how to use this. The bare bush, the slow dog. Like, are these amazing? Jonathan says, I'm glad I have the second edition Oracle Echoes with the extra 10 cards. Yeah, that I'm also a sucker for things like that. Sandra says, I love these. Thornbush. Dandelions. It's cute. The river. Ears. The rabbit pear. The moon. So I do also have, like, there's a lawnmower card, and I had that first in like an Alleyman trade. So the Alleyman's Facebook group is many things, but it's also a place to like trade cards from any deck or sell for like $1 a card if you want to split up a deck to make a deck of all hermits, or if you want to make a deck that's all cosmic-y with a bunch of different cards, like Alleyman style, collecting different things. The Littermates. So anyway, I got the lawnmower card was like the title card that someone was putting on the envelope. Like you choose an envelope number or a card or whatever, and I'm like, I want the lawnmower envelope, right? And then you get everything that's in that envelope. So that was actually the first one I had of this. And then I'm like, yeah, I want the whole thing. And what happened was I got it secondhand in a bundle with a few other things. I got it with crystal reading cards, which is also in this pile over here. And I got it with Liminal Spirits Oracle. So again, really great price because it came in a bundle, secondhand, blah, blah, blah. You know what I recommend. Checking out the sale groups to see what you can find if you are shopping on a budget or looking to get some bang for your buck. The Fast Dog. Did I already say that? The Setting Sun. Apples. It's just cute. And for me, useful. Okay, so carrot cards back in here. And again, the little fold out sheet is very helpful. So if you're thinking about it, but you're like, what would I do with that? I'll just say I find the fold out helpful. Okay, then a couple little ones, Making Magic. This was an add-on when I went to Amazon to buy mommy coffee. As I say, I try to not be on Amazon quite so much, but I threw this in when I ordered coffee several months ago. Making Magic. This is a little rock pool rectangular deck. I think I edged it. Yeah, that smells like Sharpie. So I edged this in black, of course, because it was like screaming for it. And felt drawn to these for a long time, saw other people use them. We have the Festival, we have Prosperity, little things like this. The Labyrinth has a little phrase on each one. Protection, Goddess, Love Charm, oh my gosh, Breaking Bad Habits, right? You could use these in meditation, casting. I use them in like a little domino type map reading that I just draw out. And the couple times that I've used this so far, I've like drawn them out and then I just feel like changing the direction and I just build them out like dominoes and then I stop when I feel like stopping and then I see what's there. I did also draw some of these sigils in a journal. I did some sigil-based client readings over the summer. Not using these cards, but inspired by these kind of. I used I drew sigils on my own for the client readings that I did in that phase. I'll typically offer up like a certain thing, like full moon and Sagittarius readings or month ahead for October or just whatever random thing I feel like doing. And then people can also just message me and ask for whatever. But I do usually, like every 30 or 40 days, I post something to as like an offer. And I did one with the Citadel deck, which is the extra deck that comes with the Seed and Sickle, which is in this pile, but it's over there next to where I usually sit. And we might not get to it today, but I will keep track. But just so you know, that's one way that I kind of use these. I use these personally, and then I started drawing some in a journal, and then that prompted me to create that particular set of client readings that I offered, blah, blah, blah. So there's one. Yeah, carrot cards. Tony says, I love this deck with her unicorn oracle, very magical. Good to know. Jonathan says, I love that version of Making Magic. The bigger version doesn't have all the same cards for some reason. Oh, interesting. Because I thought about that one. And Tony says, but it has the book with more info. Right. That is tricky. Donna says, but the big version has a book. I couldn't decide which one, so I ended up getting neither. See, that's a problem. Ugh. But I'm happy. I love these little cards, and so that's what I did. Speaking of little cards, here's another one that I added onto my coffee order. Star Seeds. I just love... Ooh, look at the fancy edging I did on this one. It's been so long, I don't even remember all these treasures. That's going to be like a magenta and purple Sharpie. It's getting really dark now. Can you still see me? Vision. These fronts look like the backs of Opal Omen a little bit, and this is what I wanted the face cards of that deck to be. Celebration, Starseed, with a little message, meditation, inner alchemy, like a temperance sort of vibe, yeah? Advancement, earth guide, abundance, creation, things like that. Yeah, the little decks are awesome. It's great to like throw in your bag and just take with you. It's good stuff. Love them. And they're kind of like, again, like I said, domino shaped, like Robin's Toadstool Tarot, which we talked about yesterday. Oh, forgot about what I think is like one of the best parts of this deck is the backs are all different. Gorgeous. Love, love. You could meditate on those. Oh, yeah, make it all mixy. Speaking of mixy, Gerald says, I wonder if you can mix all the little decks together to make one huge Oracle deck. Like, yes, like Jane style. Jonathan says, I think I have 20 of those little decks. That's amazing. I don't have that many, but they are super cute and collectible. Oh my gosh. Sandra says, I have Whispering Woods and the Avalon one of these small decks. Jamie says, my only little decks like that come from Jonathan. Otherwise, I wouldn't have any. Donna says, I have a couple of the little rock pool decks. Love the ones I have. The Citadel deck is interesting. So what I did with those for those readings is I would draw, I think I drew 2 of those and 2 of something else from a different deck. And then I drew sigils based on the Citadel cards that came up. And then I also like channeled or like meditated lyrics. And then I would look up that song and I would play the song while I was writing out the sigil lyric page. That was the other piece of it. It was sigils and lyrics. And then I didn't mail those. Sometimes I mail things, but I could. But I just send the pictures of what I came up with. Anyway, different ideas for your readings, for clients or otherwise, for yourself. Okay, then what else? We're not going to go through all of these today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, because there's 17 left. So the ones that are wrapped, I'm going to slide back over onto this Compendium of Witches book, which that's just over here to help me keep things organized. That's already in that cube situation over there. I kind of flashed Liminal Spirits and Crystal Reading cards. So let's just go ahead and put those up. Yeah, we'll go through this sometime. I'll remember. Liminal Spirits and Crystal Reading cards. These I got again secondhand in a bundle with a couple other things that I have yet to show. But it was a really great price. And there were 3 things in the bundle, if I recall, that I really had been interested in for a long time. And then 2 things, I think, that I was like, oh, those seem interesting and like things that I know I would like. So I went for that. Anyway, that's enough about these. I'm gonna stick these up here as well. And then this is gonna need some time. Let's do one more. This is another one, Arcana of Astrology. I have a different edition of this. I don't remember which one's which. This is by Clara Goodchild of Black and the Moon. This one, again, was one that I wanted for the different versions. This is a bigger one, like regular card size, regular tarot size ish. And I have the smaller edition, and I wanted both so I could layer and use houses. Yeah. It has the moon phases. It has planets. So here's Mercury. Slightly different art style than the other one. Saturn. Chiron. So yeah. Anyway. And then, so these look a little more like the edition that I have. So like Aries, right, with a constellation in it, maybe looks familiar to you. Libra, so on and so forth. So this is, again, one I had my eye on for a while, and it's out of print, and it was in that bundle. So I snapped it up. All right, let's pop this up here and let's call that a day. So we can talk for a minute and wrap up. You have helped me a lot. Thanks for hanging out. I don't feel completely settled. Oh, it just sucks. Yeah, I gotta go because I missed a call. Just thank you for being here. Thank you for having a little fun with me, going through some decks. Pat on the back because I moved the shelf up here. I got it in here. I've been thinking about it for months. Finally did it. Now we can continue working on this. I probably will be on tomorrow. Yeah, maybe we'll do week 33 archetypes tomorrow, or maybe I won't feel like doing archetypes and we'll just do something else. I don't know. Why is it like this today? Okay. I love you all a lot.